Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Se7en Show. Yes, so today we will be working on constructing a sugarcane farm, putting a barn around said sugarcane farm, and making sure that this whole area, since now we're back in the village, will be as pretty and well put together as possible. So we're going to do a little bit of this today. Oh my goodness, so much sugar cane. A little bit of that. Whoa, okay. And some of this. It's crazy how slow you can go on these, but then when you enter slime, it's like even slower. So yeah, let us get started. Today, we're going to completely destroy everything we just built. And you may be wondering, why? Well, inspiration has hit me. I found another design for a sugarcane farm that will reduce all of the unnecessariness of this design. We won't have to have mine carts to pick up bits of sugarcane that are left, right underneath the sugarcane areas. You can see the mine carts going back and forth, so we can get rid of all that. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to use slime blocks and honey blocks. I'm excited. You should be excited. I got sweet tea. I'm ready to go. Let us get started tearing down everything that we have cherished. So yes, sometimes this happens. You make something, you think, oh man, this is great. And then you realize that it could be done so much more efficiently. Yes, so what happens is the sugarcane, this design works. If you want to try this design and you don't want to mess with slime and honey blocks, this does work. It does. Like, truly, it does. But the problem is sometimes the sugarcane gets hit, boom, it doesn't go straight down here. It's random. Minecraft can be random, and it'll land right here. And yes, you can have minecarts that go underneath and pick it up, but why have more entities? Why have more work? So I'm going to tear this down, and we're going to start fresh. So let's get started. Have you ever noticed how the observers just look so cantankerous? Like they don't really want to be observing things? It's like they're stuck, just constantly looking. We're going to be using all of them, or at least most of them in today's design. And the cool thing about today's design is I don't know, I'm going to have to build it, but I feel like we will actually be producing more sugarcane this way than we did with this design here. Okay, now that everything's cleared out, we are going to begin making this. So basically, it's going to run off of the same principle. We're going to have a handy-dandy observer that is going to be looking at a piece of sugarcane, waiting for it to grow. But the difference is, instead of a single piston hitting it, we're going to use slime blocks and honey blocks to get a lot more of it at one time. And the thing that I think will make this design better is it can be layered upwards, and it can cover a certain area, and there won't be any minecarts going back and forth. That can help reduce lag a little bit, and it will just use water to funnel all the sugarcane into one central area. So let us go get some honey from the bees. Yeah, so don't let me forget to put the bottles back into the machine. That would be bad if I forgot. So please don't let me forget. The next step is we need to make a bunch of furnaces. The reason for this is we need immovable blocks because the honey and the slime are gonna be moving around and we don't want them to touch certain blocks. So we are going to make enough furnaces so that won't happen. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start trying to construct this on my own, and if I have any problems then I'm going to go and double check what inspired me. If you want to see it, I will link it in the description. It's an episode of Hermitcraft from another awesome redstone builder person named Iskal85. I will link that in the description. But yes, so I recommend trying to build your own things first so that you can figure out how they work. And if you have any problems, then you can always go and look at a guide. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that and experiment and figure how this machine works. And if there's anything important, I will bring us back to that point. Okay, I will see you in a little. Wow, that was a bit high pitched. I will see you in a bit. Okay, here we go. All right, yes, okay. Okay, guys, so I've been working on this and I kind of figured it out. But as I mentioned before, if you figure out something but you realize that you're having a hard time with it, then finding a guide or finding some kind of thing to help you build it would be better. But I can kind of explain what basically is going on. We will have actually an observer that observes, like in the previous design, the sugarcane growing up, and we're gonna have a piston right there that'll have a slime block or a honey block, and it'll just push out the sugarcane and it'll be funneled down there. But I am going to refer to the guide and keep on building this, and when I have designed a portion of it, I will let you guys see it. Also, here's a little tip. If you need a lot of water, if you have a 2x2 area and you put a source block of water there and a source block of water there, and wait a second, boom, you have infinite water. It's crazy how slow you can go on these, but then when you enter slime, it's like even slower. Anyways, I have finally figured it out with some help from, really, really smart Iskow man. Alright, so basically this is how it works. We have an observer that is looking forward at life as well as this sugar cane right here. Now when it grows to be 3 tall, it would detect it and send a signal. This one would send a signal nowhere actually, but this observer will notice that this one is trying to send a signal and will actually send a signal from right there to the repeater, which then powers this block. And because this block is next to the redstone dust, the redstone dust would be powered, which would then power this piston and will push all of the sugarcane that way. And it is through that this whole 8 of them, all 8 of the sugarcane will be pushed down here, and eventually we'll have a water collection system down here. So I am going to replicate this little small module for the honey side as well as the rest of the area. I might actually run out of materials with this, but I will collect them so that you guys don't have to watch me do that. But that's how the design is made. You have, I can show you real quick. You have stairs that are waterlogged, which just means you put a bucket of water there. You put a dirt piece there, which will then allow sugarcane to grow. You have a furnace because it's an immovable block, so that the slime and the oh, I got an achievement. That's interesting. The slime and the honey blocks will not move them, and it'll push the sugarcane into where you want it to go. And bada bing, you now have the system to collect as much sugarcane as you want. And the great thing is it's tieable, so you can keep building more of these up and up. But for now, I am just going to make one section of it. I think the grand scheme is to make 2 of them, because that'll be big enough for a barn. It is 16 of those going that way. So I'm going to continue to get building, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, so I have made that section and that part, and it's currently working. The size of it's a little bit bigger than I thought, but that's okay, because I plan on getting rid of this building. I'm gonna add some land to this. The barn will go there. This building will go away, so it won't feel so cramped. The road's gonna be moved a little bit, and we're going to just have that removed as well, and we're going to have a big barn area right here, and maybe off of the barn can be like a little sheep pen for right here, not because there's any sheep whatsoever being automatically de-wooled underneath this exact building. Nope, not at all. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and finish the rest of the sugarcane farm and get everything running so that we can have sugarcane going. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'll see you in a bit when we start adding water to funnel all the sugarcane right here. Okay, guys, I believe we have finally constructed it, and here it is. Boom. Okay, so yeah, I think it works a lot better. I think it's cleaner, uses less redstone kind of stations. You have one station that does, well, I guess that would be a fourth? Yeah, because you have one, and then you have another fourth, and another fourth, and another fourth. Yep, so it does a fourth. And what happens is when this one piece right here goes up to be 3, it will push this row and this row into the center. And we can simulate that by doing this. Boom. Yeah. And yes, some does get there. But I figure that this is a lot more efficient. It's slower, but I feel like you get a lot more of it. Not that chest. And it comes into this chest right here. So we can drop like a whole lot of sugarcane in there and watch it all spill there. And it will then start coming into this chest right here. So what we're going to do is, since this took a little bit longer than I thought, on the next episode we are going to construct the outside barn of this, whoa, there we are, outside barn of this sugarcane farm. I'm excited. I might try and see if there's a way to prevent some of the sugarcane from getting on top, maybe adding more furnaces, but right now, it took a little bit longer. I'm a little bit done with working on it, but the good news is it is right now fully automatic. It will give us all the sugarcane that we need. But yeah, so I'm excited. I hope to see you in the next episode of the Se7en Show. Remember, if you like what you see and you want to see more crazy adventures of me, Se7en, doing random stuff, do the likes and do the subscribes and whoa, almost fell, and all the other kinds of things. I hope to see you in the comments. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Oh my goodness, so much sugar cane. Goodbye.